Explain to me what we just witnessed on the carpet right now.
Patinaed. I arrived.
Blake Lively was on the red carpet and giving this delusional speech about her mother and all these other things. I did a video on that last night, so hopefully you guys have seen it already. But I want to start off by showing you guys Mech and Kelly and what she said on the red carpet about Blake. It's comedy gold. So if you're not following me on X, make sure you are and the link is in the description box below. But this is what I said this morning, Megan Thug Life. Kelly absolutely dismantled Blake Lively on the red carpet of the Time 100 gala, mind you. Blake and Ryan were on the same carpet. Megyn Kelly literally doing a drive-by on the ops. Is this why Ryan was pissed off last night now, if you haven't seen? My video that I did about the whole gala, and the speech he gave, I found a clip where Ryan is pretty pissed off. And it looks like at Blake, like you got to watch it. Maybe I'm interpreted wrong, but a lot of you agree with that. But let's listen to what our good sis Megyn Kelly has to say, because it is absolutely hilarious. So who are you most looking forward to seeing tonight? Well, I'm definitely hoping for some sort of a selfie in the distance with both Blake Lively and Meghan Markle. Since they provided me with so many hours of content, there's a lot of controversy right now with Blake being on the Time 100. It's a ridiculous joke. She shouldn't be there. She has no influence over anything. I mean, what do you think of when you read headlines like every day about your mind? I mean, I think she launched a fake Me Too allegation against him, and she's lived to regret doing it because virtually every allegation she has made has fallen apart, and so for her to be honored for doing that to try to ruin a man over absolutely nothing is a scandal, and obviously they're looking for big stars to come here and generate pages on their magazines, but that was very wrong, right? Are you going to, be avoiding her inside because she's expected to be here with Ryan? I have a feeling she's going to be avoiding me. I won't be avoiding anybody, I'm good. And what do you think of, her new movie? Another Simple Favor, people are saying she's feuding with Anna. Do you believe that, or I couldn't care less? But I do care when people bastardize me too. Allegations against, people who don't deserve it. And I think, notwithstanding the fact that they can lawyer up with very powerful PR people and lawyers and so on, we have to be very clear-eyed on what looks real and what doesn't, and call it out when it isn't. Otherwise, no one who's actually experienced these things is going to be believed. And what do you think of Hugh Jackman being dragged into this? Do you think it's unfair, or... Well, I mean, look, either Taylor Swift is her dragon or she isn't. I don't know. That's what Blake Levy says, so I guess I'll have to take her at her word even. Though I really shouldn't, if I were Taylor, I'd speak out about it, obviously. She's reportedly distanced herself from Blake Lively. All right, got to go. Okay, so now we're going to get into this other article. Blake Lively and Justin Baldwin. Legal. War takes new twists with claims of psychic readings and mental breakdowns. Justin Baldwin's legal battle with Blake Lively has taken a bizarre new twist, with lawyers launching 14 new claims against his embattled former publicist Stephanie Jones on Thursday. Baldwin Baldoni 41's movie company Wayfair and his publicist for It Ends With Us. For the film, It Ends With Us. Jennifer Ale. Both filed new claims including a violation of the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, breach of contract defamation, and fraud against Jones. They accused Jones of snooping on Abel's private messages all the way up until January of this year. Yes, guys, January of 2025. Wow. And plotting a flagrant abuse of process with Lively 37 to generate a subpoena from a sham lawsuit to cover up Jones's allegedly leaking messages to Lively. Guys, I'm a little tongue-tied you don't know. I said this last night, I'm traveling today, so I'm trying to get through all of this information. Stick with me. I will be filming on vacation. Abel's new filing also accused Jones of making bizarre claims about Abel to her staff based on supposed information from psychic readings. In one instance, Jones announced to Abel's subordinates that she had learned through psychic readings that Abel was an alcoholic and a gambling addict. Abel added that the claim had no basis in reality and instead raised alarm about whether Jones was in the midst of a mental breakdown. I think we have confirmation that Stephanie Jones is not only crazy now, but possibly a criminal. These are criminal acts. These aren't just things you sue over. People are going to jail. And now we know why Stephanie Jones hired criminal defense attorneys. I believe Blake and Ryan have criminal defense attorneys, but they're just not announced. They're in the background advising them. Jones's camp added that Abel's latest filing offers no evidence for her claims, and many are recycled. Abel's court document said, although Jones has always been volatile, she now appeared to be actively unraveling child on a different occasion. Jones announced again, per her psychic, that Abel would soon be pregnant with twins, humiliated and infuriating Abel, who Jones knew had struggled with fertility issues, the filing said. So she's making all these psychic claims, which I don't think it was a psychic. I think this was one of her other personalities just coming to the forefront and deciding to embarrass her and put out personal information or make these personal declarations about Jennifer A.L. in the workplace to her subordinates. And then to comment on this woman's fertility and having children knowing she has fertility issues. This is beyond grotesque. It's egregious on every single level, and they deserve Stephanie Jones, Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, Leslie Sloan. All of them deserve exactly what they're getting. Joe Jones's lawyers shot back, calling the new claims just distraction and noise, and a few debunk conspiracy theories. What debunk conspiracy theories? What the two bombshell documents filed in New York federal court totaled a combined 125 pages. The same night the documents were filed, Lively attended the Time 100 All-Star Gala. So it relates to my Megyn Kelly clip in New York City. Following her controversial inclusion on the publication's most influential people's list, she was joined by her husband Ryan, 48, at the event. Okay, then it goes into Megyn Kelly and some more things. So guys, this is wild. Things are getting wilder. Oh my gosh, I just can't. Okay, we got more claims. She claimed. So this is Stephanie Jones. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Make sure I didn't miss anything because I was just scrolling through. They were just talking about Megyn Kelly. We already did. Okay. Yeah, I missed it. Okay. The latest filings in the legal war were made in Jones's lawsuit against Abel after Lively and Baldwin's legal team exploded into the courts in December. Jones issued her former staffer Abel in January, claiming that Abel plotted behind her back to steal Baldwin as a client, and falsely pinned an alleged smear campaign against Lively, and Jones' trial watchers were expecting a run-of-the-mill filing. This evening, a boilerplate denial of Jones's claims. But instead, Baldwin and Abel's lawyer and our lawyer Brian Freeman went on the offensive. Abel's filing accused Jones of stealing her personal data from her Jones Work PR firm company phone when she announced she was Stephanie Jones. A former actress has been accused of unauthorized access to her personal texts through her iCloud account. Abel claims that Jones had elicited access to her texts until January 2021, claiming it was a violation of the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, Stowe Communications Act, and Federal Wiretap Act. Abel also claims that Jones's workplace was toxic, with gossip and staff gossip. Jones also claimed that Jones shared her private text messages with the entire office, mocking and disparaging her. Abel and Wayfair have cited a twist in the case, which was revealed by Daily Mail last week. Lively used her company, Van Zandt Inc., to file a lawsuit against unnamed defendants and secretly issue a subpoena to Jones for embarrassing texts between Baldoni A.L. and his PR Melissa Nathan. Abel and Wayfair slammed the tactic as a sham lawsuit and a transparent ploy to obtain subpoena power. Been turned upside down, her filing said, and an unimaginable invasion of Abel's privacy and dignity. Jones and the Lively parties now possess a full contents of Abel's iCloud and email accounts, including her photos, text messages, and emails. Abel lives in fear of what is to come, given what troves of personal data are in the possession of these hostile actors. Wu Wayfair's filing accused Jones of breach of contract for giving up the messages, claiming it violated the confidentiality provision by voluntarily and maliciously disclosing confidential information. This is as well as 2 counts of breach of contract. they accuse Jones of breach of implied covenant and defamation. Jones's lawyers hit back with statements to Daily Mail slamming the new claims as a distraction from what was a straightforward breach of contract by Abel Shore Jones's attorneys. Okay, I don't even want to read. The Joneses' attorneys? I have to say. Okay, this is just getting into, what? Okay, let me just see. Yeah, so they're just getting more into it. But guys, this is wild and I'm going on vacation. So, the tea will not stop. Guys, make sure you are subscribed. Hit the notification bell because we have a lot to get through. This is fun. Times fun, times fun, times. And our lawyer, Brian Freeman, is taking care of us. So with that, guys, I will see you on the next
No, I'll see you around. Holy shit.
I know. I'm sorry.
Mentioned, the $200,000 donation was part of Blake and Ryan's apology.